Well, hello everyone. It's been some time since I've shot a YouTube video out here in the forest, and I thought, what a good day to do it. It's been raining for a few days pretty heavily, so anyway, I've taken a little hiatus from social media and YouTube videos and all that, and did some summertime things. Took the wife and kid to the beach last week. Had a wonderful time. The ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, at least in the area we were at, was like just the most beautiful thing I'd seen in the Atlantic Ocean in my whole life. And I've been going since I was a little kid. So that was special. I'll shoot up a little flash of that right there. It was like being in the Caribbean, but anyway, work's been busy, you know, all the things, so not making excuses, just took a little break. So I'm glad you decided to come along on this little trip. But the point of the video is, as you see in the title, is the solo stove cook hack. I had almost bought a cook ringer for my solo stove so I could boil some water and, you know, make some tea or coffee and a little bit of food or whatever. But I found out, and I've done it a couple times, that I have the perfect setup for that already without spending the extra money. So stick around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll make a little tea today and cook a little ramen, and also have a new knife. Nothing too extravagant, but I bought it for food prep, and so I'm going to try it out today. So stick around and hang out with me under my tarp before the rain comes back. I didn't bring the legs or the pellet filter to lighten up the hike, and so need to process a little bit of twigs, actually, because I knew everything was going to be so wet, because it's been downpouring for 2 days. I had some dry wood at my place, so yeah, we're gonna process a few of these little pieces of wood down to twigs, and got a piece of fat wood in case we need that, little chunks, a couple little pieces of stuff, and then I've got a fair amount of I know I could probably get to some dry wood out there, but it's one of those days that everything is really wet. So let's do that now. And then what else? You're probably wondering, what's the hack? So what I've been doing, let's move these out to the side, is I'll get 4 pieces of wood, and we're gonna make a grill that fits over this with some sticks that stabilize the platform. So let's do that now. Flat. And the key is to have it all the same length. Yeah. All right. 4 pieces. Nothing that the Moor Garbird can't handle. That's what's on my hip today, is the Garbird. All right, let's get this fire started up. We got a little bit of wood processed there. And let's see. Got our fire kit here. I'm not going to use any fat wood today because honestly, bringing that dry, we shouldn't need any. So let's get some twigs going in there. All this stuff's pretty dry, so it should light up pretty quick. Okay. We're gonna go the simple route today. All right, so we got our little twig fire going in our solo stove. I'm not going to bother with the ring today. I didn't really need to even bring it out. But let's see here. Let's boil some water. And, I got my little cutting board there. We're gonna do some mushrooms. I got radish, jalapeno, and then we got some ramen. But for now, let's just boil some water and get a little tea going. We'll use some of that. See how nicely that fits right over? And yeah, the wood that's around that will burn, but it's not gonna burn quick enough before you get some, some water boiled and stuff like that. So brought out some Twinnings Calm, compliments of a subscriber. Let's see, a little tea going, and then we'll cut up some of those. We'll cut up some of those vegetables for our ramen. This fire's kicking. Close to a boil. That's pretty quick. So when I did that review with the solo stove back in the fall and poured a little water over it, it took forever. I mean, we're at a boil now, so you can see. To the side. So yeah, you could call it a bushcraft hack. You could, call it the poor man's grill, whatever you want to call it, but it works. And like I said, I have used it a few times. We'll boil some more water for our ramen. Good stuff. I like that. All right, so I mentioned that I picked up the Opinel number 8. Been wanting this knife for a long time. I see a lot of my favorite YouTube bushcrafters use this knife for food prep. Basically because it folds away really small, it's super light, and it has a full flat grind. Very sharp. But yeah, so let's kind of check it out and see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, really sharp. Straight out of the plastic baggie it came in. $20. So budget friendly, made in France. Not that that really matters, but just an interesting tidbit. This is a white radish. We grew a bunch of radishes in the garden, and it's no different from a red or pink radish. It's just some of them don't turn colors, but they taste great. They taste just like a normal radish. And it is a normal radish. It's not like a different variety or anything. Then I just got some baby bellas here. Like I said, just to add something to the ramen. But the knife is doing pretty good. I just dump these in there. I'll do the radishes raw and cook the mushrooms and the thing. So yeah, Opinel number 8. If you're looking for a fairly inexpensive food prep knife for your camp box or your backpack or something like that, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's just kind of no nonsense. This little engaging mechanism or whatever keeps it locked, and then you turn it, and then you turn it again to keep it locked. So, Opinel number 8, I like it. Big chunk. Well, let us see what we got here. It smells good. I've had this before. I think my chopsticks could have been a little shorter, but bon appetit. Ooh, jalapenos kicked it up a notch. Still a little hot. I think I could let it cool a few more minutes. Those baby bellas are good. Let's see if we can't grab one of those. Airplane. Sounds like it's taking off behind me in the creek. I can almost live off ramen. Good ramen, cheap ramen, grocery store ramen. All right, my friends, my time down here in the woods has ended for this trip, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself cooking a little lunch and having a cup of tea and just relaxing for a little while. what did you think about that solo stove hack? If you've made it this far into the video, you may be interested. But yeah, I just thought, man, you know, just do something a little different and save myself 20 bucks. If I had to do it all over again, the Solo Stove Mesa was a Christmas gift. If I had did a little more research and had bought the stove myself, I would have went with the light. So give that some consideration if you like the brand. So yeah, there are a ton of other brands of twig stoves that you could save yourself quite a bit of money that probably perform just as good as a Solo Stove. But like I said, it was a gift, and but because it doesn't have the cook ring, I thought, you know, I can come up with something, and man, did it boil water pretty quick, you saw in the video. So yeah, and then the Opinel knife I knew would be a good addition to the kit, especially for food prep, and that's where it will stay. And anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.